The Power Rangers are getting new toys under a new company. So if you've been following the Power Rangers toy line, you know that the Power Rangers were toys under Bandai with Saban, but then Saban sold all of the rights to Power Rangers to Hasbro, including the toy line, which meant that Power Rangers for the last few years have been Hasbro toys. So this is coming from the official press release from Hasbro's website. I'm reading it word for word because I want to break it down and try to explain a little bit of what's possibly going on here. We don't have too many details, but it is very clear this recent announcement that Hasbro has made is showing that the Power Rangers are now going to be in a new home with Playmates Toys.
From Playmates.
Meet your new roommate, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Playmates. Hasbro has given a licensing agreement to Playmates Toys, which means that Playmates Toys can now make Power Rangers toys. Hasbro, a leading toy and game company, today announced a global licensing agreement with Playmates Toys, a global toy design, development, marketing, and distribution company to produce and distribute Power Rangers products. Now, this isn't the first time that Hasbro has done this with Power Rangers. Super 7 has been doing a wave of Power Ranger toys. 3-0 has made some Power Ranger stuff. PCS Collectibles have. Iron Studios has Power Ranger figures. There's even been talks about McFarlane Toys possibly doing some Power Ranger figures. But this seems to be a little bit of a bigger thing. This sounds like Playmates might be the main place to see Power Rangers toys in the future, probably even more so than Hasbro directly. Let's go further into the press release. As part of the agreement, Playmates holds licensing rights to develop additional cross-category Power Rangers products, including action figures, blasters, plush, role play, vehicles, and accessories. The deal encompasses global distribution across all regions, excluding Asia. This is a quote from the Playmates Senior Vice President of Marketing. "We are honored to work with Hasbro on the reimagining of this iconic franchise's toy line for longtime fans and a new generation of children. Playmates and Hasbro speak the same toy language and share a passion for Power Rangers, a multi-generational phenomenon that has stood this test of time." So this doesn't seem like just a situation of a company licensing out to do a product here and there. This seems like a full-on partnership. It looks like Hasbro and Playmates are working together, where Hasbro is going to be sort of the lead of the Power Rangers brand, but Playmates will be making the Power Rangers toys. Now, obviously the big thing for me, especially about this partnership, Playmates, of course, is the home for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
From Playmates.
Now, since Nickelodeon has had the license to Ninja Turtles, they have been putting it out to all the different toy lines. NECA has Ninja Turtles toys, Super 7 has Ninja Turtles toys, Loyal Subjects has Ninja Turtles toys, so on and so forth. But Playmates Toys have been making Ninja Turtles toys ever since the beginning, ever since the original cartoon series came out, and they're still making TMNT toys to this day. Not only are they doing newer toys based on Mutant Mayhem, but they're also doing a lot of classic Ninja Turtles toys, which are either reissues or new interpretations of the classic Ninja Turtles line. And they seem to be getting more and more into the adult collectors route. They've had this Ninja Elite series, which are like higher end Playmates Ninja Turtles toys. They're putting out a 40th anniversary Ninja Turtles set very soon. So it seems like that's something that they're getting more into, is trying to get more into that collector's market. This might be something that happens with them with Power Rangers as well. Playmates is debuting its first Power Rangers collection with a kid-targeted Mighty Morphin Power Rangers toy line in 2025. This first wave of toys could be kid-targeted, but seeing as in this agreement, they could pretty much make anything with Power Rangers, which probably means that there was a good chance that they could make some collector's line of Power Rangers toys under the Playmates Toys brand. And it's also obviously really cool that Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles are under the same umbrella, because that could possibly mean some awesome crossovers. Because we've already had Hasbro make some Ninja Turtle Power Ranger toys based on those comics. There's a lot of possibilities here. If Playmates does not do a deluxe set, Power Rangers in space, with the next mutation Ninja Turtles, they gotta do that. If they don't do that, they're losing money. Do your Mighty Morphin line, but you got to make that complete set of the Power Rangers in space with the next mutation Ninja Turtles, Venus de Milo included. Make that happen. Please, Playmates, do that. Hasbro is a toy line, so it's very interesting to see a toy line giving the licensing rights globally and long-term to another toy line. Is Hasbro going to stop making Power Ranger toys? Will all future Power Rangers toys and collectibles be mostly coming from Playmates Toys. One of the big things that we know that Hasbro has been making with Power Rangers is the Lightning Collection. That's what they started with ever since they got the license, and they've been doing that for a few years. But if you are a Lightning Collection follower, you know that we have not gotten any Lightning Collection figures in quite some time. I think the last one was those Omega Rangers that came out as the Amazon exclusive. So by no means am I going to confirm here that the Lightning Collection is done or that Hasbro is done with making Power Ranger toys in general, but it definitely seems interesting that they are going into this partnership with Playmates. Because here's the next part of this press release that's very interesting. Hasbro will retain all entertainment rights and will continue to drive global strategy and growth for the Power Rangers franchise by strategically working with licensees across multiple categories, including publishing, fashion, and footwear, promotions, and more. Obviously, we've seen Power Ranger clothes, we've seen Power Ranger shoes, like the Reebok agreement that they had. So I think that's what they mean by that, is that Hasbro is going to still oversee all of that. Hasbro will further activate the brand across their direct-to-consumer channel, Hasbro Pulse, and as a part of its presence at major industry events like San Diego Comic-Con. So if we see a Hasbro booth at San Diego Comic-Con, the Power Rangers are probably going to be there. But I really want to focus in on this direct-to-consumer channel, Hasbro Pulse. They're saying that they're going to still further activate the brand through Hasbro Pulse. Now, that may sound like that Hasbro would be continuing to make Power Rangers toys and products because that's what they sell on Hasbro Pulse. But if you've ever been to the Hasbro Pulse website, Power Rangers toys that are listed on Hasbro Pulse's website are not always from Hasbro. They have put the Super 7 toys on there. They've put the 3-0 toys on there. So they do sell Hasbro Power Ranger products on there, but they also sell other Power Ranger products from other companies on Hasbro Pulse. So them saying that they can further activate the brand through Hasbro Pulse could just mean that whatever Playmates creates might be on the Hasbro Pulse website as well. Doesn't mean that necessarily that they're gonna make the stuff. It just means that they're gonna still have a presence of Power Rangers on Hasbro Pulse. We don't know for sure until we see the future happen. Here's a quote from the president of licensed consumer products at Hasbro, Casey Collins. Playmates' ability to interpret character-based storytelling in highly detailed, innovative, and affordable products has revitalized several iconic brands. They are the perfect fit to fully expand the Power Rangers franchise. While we'll continue to provide oversight and direction on future Power Rangers product ranges, Playmates will leverage its action figure and accessory design, development, and marketing expertise to create an entirely new play and collecting experience for fans of all ages. With two powerhouse companies coming together to support a powerhouse brand, the potential is limitless. So from that quote, I don't want to read too much into it, but from that quote, what I'm hearing is that Hasbro has the Power Rangers brand, and they will be looking at how to put the Power Rangers brand out there in general. So whether it's product, media, new shows, movies, comics, whatever, they're going to be overseeing all of that. But it sounds to me from that quote that when it comes to the toys, specifically the action figures, the collectibles, both the kid targeted stuff and the collector targeted stuff, it's sounding like Playmates is going to be in charge of that part of it. Like they're going to be working together with Hasbro, but when it comes to the actual creation, the manufacturing of it, it seems that Playmates is going to be the one in charge of that. So I don't know if that's the case because it's really hard to tell. Hasbro is someone who makes toys, so it's like, would they still keep making Power Ranger toys? But obviously Hasbro has some huge brands, Transformers, G.I. Joe. They do a lot of the Marvel and Star Wars stuff. I love Hasbro, and I think they've done a lot of stuff with Power Rangers, but it's definitely clear that how they were focusing on Power Rangers when they first got the brand and how they've been focusing on them over time has definitely, you know, lessened a little bit, and it's no fault to them. Like I said, when you have stuff like Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, Mr. Potato Head, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, like you got some big name powerhouse brands going on there. Sometimes they put some nice focus on Power Rangers. They think they did a lot during its 30th anniversary, but then there are other times where you can feel, we've seen those Hasbro day-long Pulse events where it's like, here's an hour of Transformers, here's an hour of Marvel, here's 15 minutes of Power Rangers. Like we've seen it happen, you know? Playmates, they're huge for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They definitely got some other brands. They do stuff with Godzilla x Kong. They got the Miraculous Ladybug. Playmates also has Star Trek, The Simpsons, Ben 10, Disney Princess, Spy Ninjas. So I think them getting something like Power Rangers, I feel like Playmates is gonna obviously put a lot of attention on Power Rangers. I would not be surprised if Power Rangers under the arms of Playmates gets the same kind of attention and detail that they give Ninja Turtles. Like, I think they're gonna treat that in a similar fashion, or at least that's what I hope. Because I feel like Power Rangers would be a big enough brand for someone like Playmates to go, we got Power Rangers, we can make this to the level of Ninja Turtles if we work hard at this. And I think that's gonna be the drive for them to do that. Whereas Hasbro can be more focused on, okay, they're handling the toys, how do we make Power Rangers a global mainstream brand in other ways? How do we put Power Rangers on clothes? How do we put Power Rangers on shoes? How do we put Power Rangers back on TV or streaming, or hopefully on the big screen with a movie? Like, that's gonna probably be their focus, because then they can work with movie studios and companies. They can work with Netflix if they want to try to do some more streaming stuff. They could probably talk to Paramount if they want to make a movie, because obviously that's who they work with for stuff like Transformers or the upcoming Transformers G.I. Joe crossover movie. That might be where Hasbro's focus is, while Playmates can be the one that focuses on the products that go along with it. And the more that Hasbro puts the Power Rangers brand out there in different forms, that only means more possible figures that Playmates can make. Because if they make a new movie or a new TV show, of course they're gonna have toys related to that, and that's where Playmates comes in. So this could be a really cool partnership. At the end of the day, this could mean that we have someone overseeing Power Ranger toys that can put a lot of focus on it. I just think it's cool that Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles are under the same umbrella. I just think that's awesome. Like, I just want to see what possibilities can happen with that. I really hope that they will do some crossover stuff. They could do a 1990 Ninja Turtle movie / 1995 Power Rangers movie crossover toy collection. I just have one request for Playmates. Please hear me out. Because Bandai, we try to tell them, Hasbro, we try to tell them, if you release any figure from any Power Ranger team, please release the entire team. I don't care what season it's from. If you put out any figure from any season, put the entire team out. It is frustrating that we have gone through 2 lines, the Legacy Collection and the Lightning Collection, where we've got 2 or 3 Rangers from a team and the team never got finished. There's only 5 or 6 members of a team most seasons of Power Rangers, with some exceptions, of course, you know, like Dino Charge or something. But a lot of times, it's ridiculous to me that you have like a team of 5 or 6 and you got like 2 or 3 that came out. You don't have to do every season in order. If you think for some reason that like Dino Thunder will sell better right now, or you want to hit the anniversary of a season that's coming out. If it's Mighty Morphin all over again, I know Mighty Morphin is probably going to be the focus, because that is the Power Rangers team that most of the general audience remembers. It's nostalgia, it's 90s, can't be mad at it. Whatever you want to do, whatever order you want to do it, that's fine. Just whenever you do it, put out the entire team. Or do a thing where if you want to sell them individually in stores, that's fine, but at least like on Amazon or on Hasbro Pulse or something, have a box set of the entire team. That's all I ask for. It just helps so much to have complete teams, because you do that with Turtles most of the time. There's a couple times you do like 2 Turtles, but most of the time when you do Turtle stuff, you do all 4 Turtles. Do the same thing with all Rangers, whether it's Zeo, Turbo, In Space, Lost Galaxy, Wild Force, Mystic Force, RPM, Ninja Steel, Ninja Storm, Light Speed, Time Force, Jungle Fury, Cosmic Fury, whatever. Whoever you put out, whatever team, do the whole team. Please, do the whole set of Rangers. It will make Power Rangers fans happy to know that they can make their team complete from the jump. They don't have to worry about what phase that's coming out later to possibly finish a team. Hasbro will probably make some announcements over the year with Comic-Con and Toy Fair and all that stuff. So from that, we'll probably get some more information. I think we might be looking at Playmates press releases and social media a lot more pretty soon if we want to know some Power Ranger announcements, especially coming 2025 and beyond. We'll see what happens. But at least Hasbro is still committed in trying to get the Power Rangers brand out there in general in some way. So I'm really hoping to see what happens with that. There's still all this rumored talk of what's going to happen with the franchise. We haven't had anything since Cosmic Fury as far as a show or movie is concerned. So I'm hoping that maybe the next time we hear some big announcements from Hasbro in regards to Power Rangers, that we hopefully will be hearing about a movie or show, and then Playmates can come in and go, and we're making the toys. So we'll see what happens. The future is unknown, but it looks like the hierarchy of power in the Power Rangers is about to change. Let me know what you think about this announcement. Are you excited for Playmates taking over the Power Rangers line? Do you think that this is going to help at all? Do you think it's going to make it confusing? What are your thoughts about this? I'm just hoping for an optimistic future, and I'm hoping for just more Power Rangers to come in some way, one way or another. May the power protect you. Thanks for listening to my ramblings about this. I love it like a play cousin. I'm Mighty 5000.